Hey there, good evening. Welcome to the Bronx Buzz, a very special show this evening. We have two excellent segments about two excellent cultural events going on in the Bronx. And I don't want to take any more time waiting to introduce you to our first guests. So we will say good evening to, and I got the long list, even though I know him so well. 7-time Grammy nominee. He's a noted drummer, percussionist, composer, arranger, conductor, producer, educator. You can call him professor if you want. Documentary filmmaker, band leader of the Multiverse Big Band, also a proud member of the Bronx Walk of Fame. My longtime friend and your longtime friend, Bobby Sanabria. Nice to see you yet again.
Thank you so much, Gary. Great to be here. And it's eight times.
Eight times. All right. And my new friend, brand new friend, is Juan Ospina, who is kind of putting together this event, and I'm going to pronounce it the Anglican way, Rueda de Oro. You're going to pronounce it properly. But this is coming up June 10th at the new beautiful outdoor stage at the Bronx Music Hall. Juan, nice to see you. Nice to have you on the Bronx Buzz. Tell us a little bit about what, and pronounce it right, and tell us a little bit about what Rueda de Oro is about and what we're going to see on June 10th.
No problem. Thank you for having me here.
Sure.
You didn't pronounce it that bad. You did good.
Oh, okay. I did all right.
Rueda de Oro.
Rueda de Oro. Okay.
It's a golden circle. It's a golden drum circle. And Rueda de Oro, it is, in a nutshell, it's a non-physical space created for everybody, for everybody in the community in New York City to come and gather around the drums, and in this case, the traditional drums from the Caribbean part of Colombia, which is where I'm from. I'm from Colombia, and I've been playing traditional music for about Colombian traditional music from the Caribbean coast for almost 20 years. So in doing so, I've been part of many projects, but realized that there isn't a kind of an open to the public drum circle that people can adhere to and go to and become part of that community and grow with that community. Always understanding that what we're doing is learning from the traditional
and
kind of aspect.
It's culturally based, so it's not. Listen, there's nothing wrong with people hanging around in the park and ever having a drum circle, but the idea here is that it's going to be Colombian based. Can you describe, and maybe we'll ask Bobby to do a little rhythm for us? Can you describe what is the distinction of Colombian music that we'll all hear and enjoy on June 10th?
Well, I mean, yeah. So I guess the distinction that would be a broad, right? I mean, answer. I think what the rhythms that distinguish our traditional music in Colombia from the Caribbean. There are many, but to name a very few from the Caribbean coast, we have rhythms known as cumbia that comes from that region of the country and then spreads out in all Avia Yala, known as South and Central America, and now a lot of people know cumbia. There are rhythms like bullerengue, which sounds a little bit like merengue, but it's really bullerengue from Colombia. There is also bullerengue in Panama. There are rhythms like gaita, puya, porro, and these are all like different.
And so what you're going to do is start a circle and get it started, and then people will pick it up. Bobby, can you describe to us, bang on your chest, or you could bang on anywhere and make it happen. Describe what characterizes these rhythms.
It's great what Juan is doing, because New York City, as we were talking off mic before we started the interview, New York City is not a stranger to Afro-Colombian rhythms. For example, the cumbia, which has been adapted to dance orchestras since the 1920s, the 1930s, and we play cumbia here. Any well-versed Latin musician knows how to play cumbia in a dance band context, like. Way, yes, indeed.
He did it pretty good, right? He's good.
Like Chande, which is another type of rhythm from Colombia, which is also known as garabato, but these are rhythms. Colombia, of all of the countries in Latin America, for me, has the most variety of rhythms. I would say
Really?
Colombia,
I had no
if
idea.
you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think Colombia has about 150 styles of music. Just incredible the amount of variety there is in
Wow.
Colombian music. Some of the rhythms fit with different styles, but what distinguishes them is the harmony and the melody. You know, people think, well, esa es el mismo ritmo, that's the same rhythm. The porro is the cumbia. I go, no, listen, the melodies are different, the harmony is different, the storytelling is different. So one is getting to the basic foundation, which are the rhythms, and he's making them accessible, and he's being an advocate for it at the same time, so that
You know,
people can learn to these rhythms, participate, and hopefully the musicians that come that are not have never heard the variety of
they
Colombian
pick it
rhythms,
up.
they can use them as inspiration. You know?
You know what excites me is the possibility that children, that Bronx kids, will see it and learn it, and whether it's their culture or somebody else's culture, then they begin to understand the spectrum of music and find out where it plays. And of course, if we can inspire some of these kids to play music or play rhythms, it'll make us all do better. Juan,
It's very important that I reiterate that these rhythms, their heritage, their root is Africa, which is the mother of all of us.
right?
We all come from Africa because that's the birthplace of civilization. So no matter what color you are, you could literally say, I am African, and you would not be wrong. And
Wow.
we also have so many separations because of racism, and it's by color and all that stuff.
Of course.
But what Juan is doing, and it's so great that Elena, my co-artistic director, Elena Martinez, reached out to him, or he reached out to her, and we have this at the Bronx Music Hall's amphitheater, which is a small part of the outdoor space of the plaza. We also have a large outdoor stage, but the amphitheater is smaller. It holds about 80 to 100 people, and you can get very intimate. And man, it's fantastic.
And so Juan, will participants be able to do it, or are you going to bring in professional musicians who are going to work with you to create those?
Right. So I'm glad you're asking that. So the people that are gathering, me as a person who have been playing traditional music from Colombia here in New York, I am part of a community, right? And then this started in September last year during the hot days, and I called on to the people I know, hey, let's get together in the park. I'm doing this effort of like having these drum circles meet again. It's been the pandemic, it's been all kinds of stuff. Let's just touch base. Let's just go out there and play like we know. So we did that, detached from any names project, meaning no, it's not like, oh, it's this band or this. No, it's just all the community. We've been playing for a long time. There are people from projects like Maraca Bruja. There are people from projects like Revolu in it. There are people from projects like La Manga. People from projects like former people who were part of a project called Bulla en el Barrio are there. So different folks come to be a part of this community because it's part of the community that I am from too. So, to be short, what it is that in that community, you have drummers who have played all their lives. So when they get there, each one teach one.
Right.
So each one teach one means everybody starts to impart the teachings of what's going on without necessarily knowing that they're teaching. So that, in the tradition, no matter what traditional music it is from, it has a way to preserve itself. So if we come in first, probably you'll be able to clap and you'll be able to answer. And that already is enough, because if you keep coming onto the different rails, then at some point you'll be like, oh, maybe I
can do it.
This pattern goes and I can do it. Then somebody sees you there and you're probably going to be like, come on, sit down and I'll teach you here. Now,
got it. Listen, I want, before we run out of time, I'm sorry, I got to cut you off, because otherwise we're going to run out of time. So this is at 6:00 on June 10th. That's a Saturday at the Bronx Music Hall. People will be very mad at me if I have Bobby Sanabria on my program and I don't ask him what he's been doing. And apparently he's just put out some music. Did you want to add something else, Juan?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it's from 4 to 6 is when we do the workshop.
From 4 to 6.
And then from 6 to 8, there is no workshop. So that means that people are in the Rueda. We're encouraging the Bronx community to bring their drums and long skirts.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Got it, Bobby. You and the award-winning Multiverse Orchestra have been Multiverse Big Band have been doing new stuff. You got to put some new stuff out. Tell us.
Well, we have a new album that just came out about 2 weeks ago. Vox Humana was recorded live at Disney's Club Coca-Cola last year as our previous Grammy-winning album and jazz album of the year, West Side Story Reimagined. So the band is live, no jive. It's incredible.
Can we show? We're going to show a clip, right? We can show a little bit of what this band looks
the
like.
great thing about this new album is it features 3 of the greatest living contemporary jazz singers today. Janis Siegel, from the 10-time Grammy winner from the Manhattan Transfer, the queen of the blues and jazz from Newark, New Jersey, Antoinette Montague. She sings with the Ellington Orchestra. And the great Bronxite and musical polyglot, Jennifer J. Ledesma, who is half Dominican, half Puerto Rican, but you're going to see her now in
we're going to see her in this clip.
Brazilian Portuguese.
I got it. We don't want to run out of time. Anderson, roll the magic video. Let's take a look. Here's Bobby and the Multiverse Big Band. We cut it up like crazy, but there's a ton of stuff in there. That's
well, at least you got to see Jennifer dancing.
That was it. Listen, well, then pick up Vox Humana. That's the name. That's the.
It's very important that I say this.
Yes,
I said for the women to bring their skirts, or the men if they want to dance in a skirt. But it's
I thought of that, and you're right.
Yeah, no, I did right.
It's very important the dance component.
Go ahead.
Of the folklore, so you'll get to learn how to dance.
Froze. Wait, say that again, Bobby. It's very important. Say that again.
It's very important the dance component of Colombian music, and you'll get to learn some of the traditional dances as well.
Okay, so that is on June 10th, as we heard from Juan that it starts at 6 o'clock. I just want to mention the Mexican Folklore Dance Workshop at the Allerton Library on Barnes Avenue, June 24th at 3:30 p.m. Listen, you guys are saving the world, and that's why we have you here on BronxNet Television and the Bronx Buzz. Bobby Sanabria, thank you for everything always. And Juan, so nice to meet you. We need your culture. We need your passion. We need your music. We need your rhythm in the borough of the Bronx. That's what makes us tick.
Hey, I need the Bronx, and I need all of that you said. I'm just a part.
All right. Great. Listen, we're going to take a short break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the LGBTQ plus, et cetera, fair. And that's coming up right after we take a break. Don't go away.